Hello friends, welcome back to this channel. This time we'll discuss a legendary figure in world history, a military genius who nearly conquered all of Europe. He was Napoleon Bonaparte. But did you know that behind his genius, Napoleon had a crazy plan to conquer the world? Let's dive into his story. Napoleon was born on the island of Corsica in 1769. He was not a wealthy nobleman, but his intelligence earned him admission to a French military academy. At the age of 24, he was already a young general and led a victorious Italian campaign. When the French Revolution shook the old empire, Napoleon emerged as a rising star. However, his ambitions did not stop at small victories. Napoleon began to dream bigger, to rule Europe, and even the world. Napoleon saw Europe as a giant chessboard. He initially tried an unconventional tactic, invading Egypt to cut off Britain's trade route to India. Although the campaign failed, Napoleon returned to France a hero. His popularity was so great that in 1804, he proclaimed himself emperor. This was the beginning of Napoleon's obsession with building an unrivaled empire. As emperor, Napoleon realized that his main enemy was England. He even prepared 200,000 troops and a fleet of ships to invade British soil directly. However, the British Navy was too powerful. In 1805, the French fleet was destroyed at the Battle of Trafalgar. The invasion plan failed. But Napoleon did not give up. He switched strategies, conquering all of Europe, isolating England. From Spain, Italy, Germany, and even Poland, his armies swept through like a hurricane. Half of Europe fell under his control. However, Napoleon's ambitions did not stop. He planned his most insane move yet, invading Russia, a vast and cold land, to bring the entire empire to its knees. In 1812, Napoleon launched a massive invasion of Russia with over 600,000 troops. At first, he was victorious and even reached Moscow. But the Russians employed scorched earth tactics, burning cities and leaving Napoleon without supplies. Then came a brutal winter. Starvation, disease, and extreme weather killed most of his army. Of the 600,000, only about 100,000 returned. This was the beginning of the collapse of Napoleon's dream of world domination. After the Russian disaster, the nations of Europe united against Napoleon. He was forced to abdicate and exiled to the island of Elba. However, Napoleon did not give up so easily. He escaped, returned to France, and for 100 days tried to rebuild his empire. But in 1815, at the Battle of Waterloo, he was defeated decisively. This time, Napoleon was exiled to St. Helena Island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. There, he spent the rest of his life, far from his ambitions of world conquest. Napoleon is a testament to how intelligence and ambition can change the world. He nearly conquered all of Europe, but was ultimately defeated by his own greed. So, in your opinion, is Napoleon more worthy of being called a great genius or an ambitious dictator? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on other fascinating historical stories. See you in the next video.